Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Christina Corinthos, Kate Mansi, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, have teamed up together for Charlie's Pub. As they open the doors, they are greeted by most of Port Charles, it seems. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and Damien Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, are two of the first through the door, and they praise all the work Christina has done. Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, steps up to the bar and Lucky tells his ex that he may have a lead on their case. Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, enters the pub and Lucky says to follow his lead. Martin clues the two in on some of the family dynamics and how Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, has been left out of the loop with his mother's care. He says that the family has taken every medical measure possible to keep their mother alive, and basically aside from that, she's too mean to die. Martin believes that if it had been up to Cyrus, their mother would have been gone before her time, and that's why he spends so much time around other patients. Shame and guilt over his mistakes that he made with her. Cyrus regretted not releasing his mother from her suffering, so he tries to release others. Even Brick, Stephen A. Smith, turns up at Charlie's for the grand opening. He greets Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, as she says she is meeting someone. Jordan finds her way to Isaiah Gannon's Sawandi Wilson table, and they discuss Brick until Isaiah's phone rings. Isaiah leaves and Brick takes his seat. He starts grilling Jordan on Isaiah, and makes it clear that he still is interested in her. A fed-up Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, stops in to see Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, at police headquarters. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, appears just as Dante is about to have Tracy taken to a cell. She wants a moment to try and talk Tracy into giving back Welly and Amelia. Dante gives in, and lets Lulu have a crack at her. Lulu tells Tracy that there are no sheets in jail, so she wouldn't like it. She also tells her that she is facing a kidnapping charge. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, appears in the hospital chapel and wants to talk to Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, about her kids. Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, tries to intervene but Willow stops him. Jason suggests a custody compromise, that Willow and the kids move back into the gatehouse on the Quartermain estate where they've always lived, giving everyone access to Willie and Amelia. Drew again tries to intervene, but Willow tells Jason that if Tracy will agree to those terms, she'll move back into the gatehouse. Drew keeps insisting that legally Willow has the upper hand, but at this point, she just wants peace and feels bad that the family can't see the kids. She says that she has no problem moving back onto the Quartermain's property, as Drew continues to scare her with thoughts of the family taking her kids. Jason returns to Tracy and tells her the deal that is on the table. She is still refusing while Lulu tries to reason with her alone. She tells Tracy to play the long game, make the deal, and keep the kids nearby. Otherwise, the police will find and return the kids and Willow will be gone with them. Tracy finally agrees to the deal. Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, is sitting down with Wiley Corinthos reading him a story when he says that he misses his mommy and daddy. Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, knocks at the door and Sasha explains that they've played hide and seek with the kids all day long. Sasha and Felicia discuss Willow and her bad decisions. Felicia says that feelings are complicated and if she had been judged for everything she went through to get over Maxie's father. While Max Scorpio, John J. York, waited, she and Maxie would never be close. She says they need to try and show Willow some grace. Jason arrives at Sasha's and tells her that Willow and Tracy have reached an agreement and that he is there for the kids. He then calls Willow and tells her to come to the gatehouse because her kids are waiting for her. General Hospital recap. Sunny has a new angel. Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, stops in to see Sunny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, and finds him passed out near his desk. She finds his heart medicine and slips a pill in his mouth, while calling 911. Sunny comes to as she is on the phone, and he tells her no hospitals. He starts to explain that he has a heart condition. Sunny tells Natalia that no one can know, and that she should instead take his phone and call Dr. Gannon. He arrives and Sunny asks Natalia to stay. Sunny explains the stress of the day, his son being transferred to Germany, and Ava Jerome, Maura West, fighting with him over their daughter. Dr. Gannon tells him that he needs to see a cardiologist. He needs to be hospitalized, and Natalia says that she will stay with him. Dr. Gannon tells Sunny that he can't be his only go-to in a crisis, and that he needs more care. Drunk Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, arrives at Charlie's and tries to shake Spinelli down for $75,000. Things get heated and Lucky leaves the bar and tries to break up the fight. Cody swings and hits Lucky in the eye as Brick scrambles to break up the fight. Cody ends up being hauled off to the Port Charles police station. Willow returns to the gatehouse and tearfully hugs Wiley, while thanking Jason and Sasha for taking care of her kids. General Hospital had yet another eventful episode on January 22, with a mix of tension, drama, and emotional moments that fans have come to expect from the soap opera. The day's events featured a shakedown, a disturbing assault, and a highly anticipated reunion that promised to shift the dynamics between several key characters in the coming weeks. Let's dive into the major events of this exciting installment. The episode kicked off with a sense of foreboding. Tensions were already running high, as characters were dealing with long-brewing conflicts that had come to a head. The first major development centered around the ongoing power struggle in Port Charles. As we've seen in recent episodes, there has been a battle for control over the local criminal underworld, and it's been clear that the stakes were higher than ever. The Corinthos family, particularly Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, has been dealing with shifting alliances and an increasing threat from those who wish to undermine his empire. On January 22, the first major scene of the day unfolded when a shakedown occurred at one of the Corinthos family's key businesses. Tensions were already rising between Sonny and several rival factions, and this was the moment where the conflict reached a boiling point. The shakedown was a clear attempt to assert dominance, and it set the tone for the rest of the episode. As Sonny's associates dealt with the threats, it was evident that the criminal world of Port Charles was becoming more volatile, with enemies circling closer than ever before. The shakedown wasn't just about territory, it was also about sending a message. The perpetrators were ruthless in their tactics, leaving Sonny and his family with no choice but to respond in kind. The tension was palpable, and the ramifications of this moment were sure to ripple throughout the show's central narrative for the coming weeks. How Sonny and his team choose to retaliate will have significant consequences for all involved, including those closest to him. As the episode progressed, it was clear that not everyone in the Corinthos family would be on the same page regarding how to handle the escalating danger. But the drama didn't stop there. Shortly after the shakedown, another moment of violence shook the canvas. In a shocking twist, the episode took a darker turn with the revelation of an assault. While many of the characters on General Hospital have faced various forms of physical and emotional trauma over the years, this assault hit especially hard. The victim was someone viewers had been rooting for, and the attack served as a grim reminder that the stakes in Port Charles are always high. This assault was not only a personal violation for the character involved, but it also further complicated the ongoing narrative surrounding justice, retribution, and the dangerous world that many of these characters find themselves in. As the victim grappled with the aftermath of the attack, it was clear that the trauma would leave lasting effects, not just on the individual, but also on their loved ones. Emotions ran high as those closest to the victim rallied around them, showing the deep bonds that exist between friends and family in this complicated world. The attack also brought several characters into the fold who had been on the sidelines in recent weeks. It seemed as though everyone in the episode was affected by the assault in one way or another, leading to some surprising confrontations and alliances. The question of who was behind the assault loomed large, and it was clear that this would be a central storyline moving forward. Fans could expect to see a significant investigation unfold, with numerous characters getting caught up in the search for answers. The episode also featured a highly anticipated reunion that had fans buzzing. After months of uncertainty, estranged lovers and long-lost family members came face to face, and the emotional stakes were at their highest. For fans of these particular characters, the reunion had been a long time coming. As always, the question lingered: would the reunion lead to healing, or would it open old wounds that were better left closed? The emotional weight of the reunion was impossible to ignore. The characters involved shared a history that was complicated, filled with both love and loss. Seeing them finally come together after so much distance was a moment fans had hoped for but feared might never happen. And yet, when they finally laid their eyes on each other, the emotional release was palpable. The reunion didn't come without its challenges, though. Old resentments were dredged up, and not everything was resolved in the moment. Instead, the reunion opened up new questions about the future and whether these characters could truly move forward together, or if they would be doomed to repeat past mistakes. As the episode came to a close, the tension in Port Charles was at an all-time high. The criminal underworld was still in chaos, and those affected by the shakedown and assault were left to deal with the aftermath. Meanwhile, the reunion didn't provide the clarity that many had hoped for, leaving viewers wondering what would come next for these characters. Would the new alliances hold, or would old wounds prove to be insurmountable? And what of the victim of the assault? How would they recover, and who would stand by their side as they navigated the painful road ahead? In conclusion, General Hospital, on January 22, delivered another rollercoaster episode full of intrigue, emotion, and drama. The Shakedown set the stage for a deeper dive into the criminal world of Port Charles, while the assault added another layer of complexity to the characters' already strained lives. The reunion, while heartwarming for some, left plenty of unanswered questions that would surely be explored in future episodes. Fans can expect even more twists and turns as the storylines continue to unfold, with characters facing new challenges, both personal and professional. The events of January 22 solidified that the road ahead for these characters will not be easy. Whether it's dealing with violent threats, emotional trauma, or complicated relationships, each character on General Hospital is poised to face significant obstacles. But if one thing is certain, it's that Port Charles will remain a hub of drama, action, and emotional upheaval for the foreseeable future. Stay tuned for more developments as General Hospital continues to unfold these gripping storylines that keep fans on the edge of their seats, eager for the next twist in the tale. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updated news.